Hey guys, what is up? The New Cubist here. Welcome to my cave base house tutorial. This thing turned out really amazing. I show you how I built this step by step, block by block, and you can do this to pretty much any cave in your world. We've got an enchantment room right there. We've got chest storage. We've got these nice leaves up here, nice little aesthetic things with the armor stands, a mine, and then of course I even have some hidden chest storage. Look at this, right? So it's got a little lever here. You can't get in, and if you don't know where this lever is, then you can't access your hidden. Look at those chests. You got 4 double chests back there. Pretty cool. I thought it turned out well. But yeah, it's got a brewing room. It's got pretty much everything you could ever need in a survival base. Even got a little bit of a melon farm right here. So yeah, you want to know how to build it? Stick around and let's get started. Alright guys, so I'll be honest with you, I don't know exactly what I'm going to need to transform a cave into a house, but I'll sort of do it and explain what I do along the way. Now, no two caves are going to be the same, but if you want to know the seed and the coordinates, they're both right there. So we're at 1,1312 and 480, and then the seed's right there. So if you're curious about that, you can come here, but I am on the Pocket Edition on 1.13 point something. But let's get started on this cave house. So we found ourselves a cave, right? It's just a decently sized cave. We have some gravel up top. First of all, you got any gravel like that? Go ahead and break it, let it fall, let it do its thing, okay? First things first, I would get lighting done because you can't really have a build if you don't have any lighting. I'm choosing to use glowstone. Now, of course, you do not have to use glowstone. It is an expensive material. I get it in survival. And if you don't have access to it, it's not really the end of the world. But I'm just sort of choosing locations I think will be good for some lighting. Now, this build isn't going to be like infinitesimally large. It's going to be pretty small, like relatively. We're not going to fill up the entire cave. Although, at some point, you know, I'd like to do a house like that, but not today. We're just going to do most of the house. So I'm using jungle trapdoors here to cover over my glowstone. And we're just going to make sure everything's sufficiently lit. So I see a dark spot right there, so just add another piece of glowstone. Now in the floor, if you're thinking it's a little bit dark, that's okay. Just break 2 blocks, put a glowstone, put a black stained glass like that. So that's how I'm going to handle lighting. Lighting is something that really you can do whatever. Torches are going to be the easiest. You can even put like a torch down there like that and then cover it with glass if you wanted to. Although I think it looks a little bit better with the black glass and the glowstone. But hey, whatever makes you happy, do it. Because it's life's short, right? Okay, so we've got our cave lit up and we need to decide the bounds for our house, right? So I'm going to use, let's see. So let's say I want this to be the edge of my cave base. So like right here. I'm just going to put a log there to denote that. And then let's say I want the end of my cave base over here to be like right there. And there's not really a way to get them even, so I just am going to use 2 like that. Now, the levels in here, I think they're fine as a generality. I'm going to tear out this little area right here. You want to keep somewhat of the natural cave shape, but you don't want to keep it all because, well, otherwise, mainly I would keep it on the ceilings because on the floor, it's just going to be a little bit weird trying to design it. Actually, right there was fine, and I forgot a trapdoor there. See? I make mistakes too, guys. I'm not perfect. I'm just like you. I'm just a human, but I make YouTube videos and it's really weird. Like I was just talking to my girlfriend about it. It's really weird. All I do for a job is I make YouTube videos, and it honestly, I mean, I'm not complaining at all, but it's just weird. Like I always watch YouTubers. I was like, I've never thought I'd be one, but here I am. I'm here. Okay, so we got that done. We got the ends of it done. I'm not really sure what we should do exactly. Let's just start off, let's just make it simple. Let's just put some actual solid oak wood blocks. Okay, we're just going to start off like that. Obviously, that's not going to be the end. We're going to change it up a little bit because we're going to have doorways and such. But I'm just going to finish it off with these blocks just for right now. It's just sort of as a placeholder so that I can sort of see what style we go with on the inside, and I can kind of reflect that onto the walls. So the floor in here, I don't want to just stick with normal cobblestone, and obviously if there's like little cave things that do that, I mean, yeah, you could integrate those into your house, but for now, let's just go ahead and cover them up because they're going to look a little bit funky. And then, yeah, okay, something like that. So the ceiling can look a little bit crazy. Personally, I don't like anything but smooth stone showing. You may not like, or you may like it, and that's okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill in everything that's not the right material, that's not smooth stone. I'm gonna fill it in with smooth, or anything that's not smooth stone, I'm gonna fill in with smooth stone. So I think that's pretty much it. I didn't really see anything else here. Let me do another little quick check. So you guys did tell me you like some of these chill videos like this, and I like making them. They're a little bit easier on my head because I don't have to have that pressure of, oh, did I get the build right? Does it look good? Because I'm just kind of building and just sort of explaining what I'm doing. And I think it's nice personally to do, but let me know in the comments. Do you like these sorts of videos, or do you like these exact build videos? Because you can build this cave base, but just in your own cave, or you can come to this cave on the PC if you want to. But okay, we're gonna need a way to get in and out, so I'm trying to decide which way is gonna be the best way to get in and out. So maybe just a little light right there, just for redundancy's sake. But that's how we get up and down, right? I'm in my ideas world. I got all these builds done for you guys. That one's recorded, that one's recorded, that one's recorded, that one's not recorded, that one's recorded. So we've got a good bit of videos. So if you're new to the channel and you want to see some of those, just go ahead and hop on there and check them out. Now, I am going to, sorry, I just plugged my own content right there. Oh man, the YouTube is infecting me with their ways. But hey, you know, I gotta make my bread too, guys. You guys, you know, I'm just another person, but I do enjoy this. It's actually really fun. I like making videos like this as opposed to the other ones because, again, they're easier on my brain. Now, I know it's a little bit dark. Hopefully the darkness corrector is doing its thing, but we have this done, so I'm just gonna put a torch up there. So this is the entrance so far. You know, you look at it and you're just kind of like, okay, well, that is an entrance. So let's add a little bit of depth. So let's just extend that log out one. And I really wish I had this guy. His name's Hobo the Great God. He was well, that's his Minecraft username. He was on Fire UK. He's been helping me recently. And if you're watching this video, dude, I really wish you were here to help me. Okay, so we're gonna put some stairs right here, because guys, I'm not the best builder. Like, I'm really not. If you compare me to some of those crazy guys that build like those giant things, I'm not that great. But I like to think I'm pretty good, and I think I'm good at like survival type builds. I'm definitely not a specialist in those aesthetic ones, but I'm just doing something with a little bit of texture on the outside just to make it not look so boring. So we'll do something like that, and then maybe we could extend those fences over, something like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I think that's easy enough to translate onto the other side. Now, you don't have to have an entrance on this side as well, and as you can see, it's a little bit, it would be a tad bit tricky to do an entrance anyways, so we'll just leave this area blocked off. So I guess it's not like, vital that it looks super good, but at the same time, I'd like it to look good, just because, you know, I don't know. Maybe we'll have an entrance over here when we get towards the end of the video, but we're gonna copy the same thing. We're gonna put, okay, let's just go ahead and let's just flatten out a little bit of this area, just a wee bit like that, because there's not even anything over here, is there? No, that's literally the end of the cave, just right there. Okay, cool. Well, I don't know why I'm lining it up. Maybe I should have just included this in the house, but nah, whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's just put a stair right here, which I think I can fit. Yeah, but then I gotta break that, and then I gotta put it back. Gotta put it back. Okay. So we extended that out, and then we have these fence, and then we'll go ahead and fill in that too as well. And then we have the fence, and we'll just extend it over like right there. Okay, so let's get back into there. Not really important that you do that on that side, although just for me, I like to. But you guys may not want to. I'm gonna extend that log one in, right? So I want to have that depth translate to the inside as well, and we can just sort of copy that exact same pattern we did. So 2 stairs like this, and then you can put the torch on the top if you want. Now, did I put stairs at the top? I did, yes. Okay, and then do the same sort of thing up here, just where the stone is, and then do the fence all the way in between them, and then build it over like that. It doesn't really matter when you build it over, but I don't know. I think that looks cooler than just how it did before, because it's definitely more texturous, which is definitely not a word. Actually, let me look it up in the dictionary. Alright guys, can confirm is not a word. Don't use the word texturous unless you're me, otherwise you might sound a little silly. I use it because, you know, I'm a builder, right? I can use the word texturous. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, let's build a little bit of a chest area, okay? We're gonna need somewhere to put chests. I still have it in my head that you can only build them in these, like, these sections, these modules that are like this, because used to, you had to build them like that. But now you can do this, and like, what? That's such a big change, but I'm getting used to it, guys. I'm getting used to it. I'm trying to find a flat place on the build we can just put a bunch of chests in. Now, it's not uber important. Here, let's do this. So we have these lined up, and then let's just do, we'll actually do something pretty cool. Okay, yeah. I'm liking that. So we should put another piece of glowstone there with that, and then we should totally do another piece of glowstone. Completely unnecessary, but it'll look cool like that. And then go ahead and break out these areas right here. Now, I'm not going to put glowstone behind them like I typically do, because if most people are building this, they're not going to do that. However, at the top, I'm going to take a stair. Oh, I already have that. We're going to take a stair made of oak wood, and we're just going to put those there. That way the top chest can open, just like that. And then you want to do that on all 3 or however many you've done. And I just want to fill these in with chests, okay? Now this area over here on the wall, there's not much you could do. I mean, it's kind of flat, so let's just put some crafting tables. Maybe you need access to them, and it doesn't look bad. I like the way I like the way that crafting tables look like in a stack like that. I think they look good personally, but okay, we shouldn't put a light there. But if you want to, you know, you can just place a torch down right there. It's really not going to matter. You can put torches all over this build. There's so many places you could just throw a torch down, like up here and stuff. If you want everything to be completely lit up, obviously mobs can't spawn like up here, but yeah, okay, we should definitely do the exact same thing we did over there. So we'll just put the fence all the way up. You can put a stair in there. You're not really gonna be able to see it, but whatever. My Oklahoma accent's coming out. Okay, so let's put some fence right here, and then we'll just bring it over and we'll slap a torch on it too. Why not? Okay, cool. So we've got that one done. That's honestly bothering me. Why is it not even? Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna fix it on the other side because it's really not important. You're probably never gonna see it, but let's just go ahead and fix it on this side because it's really bothering me because there's 2 blocks on both sides. So I'm not sure at what point I chose to do it like that, but let's just ignore it and let's fix it. So there we go. Okay, stairs are good, and then boom. Okay, now it's fixed. Cool. So that looks a lot better. I'm not really sure what I was going with over there. Okay, so we've got some chests in our cave so far, so that's good. We're gonna need a place to sleep though, contrary to popular belief, and I think our bedroom should be more towards the end over here. So we can sort of break out some things, and that's what's good about a cave is there's no real set dimensions for anything. You can make your bedroom as large or as small as you want. I'm not gonna break those two just because of that glowstone light, but for instance, we could put 2 beds right here. Okay, we could take some trapdoors made of spruce, and we could put them on this layer right here, right? Extend them for a total of 6. Just extend them out like that, and then you could put some fence here, and you have a nice covered little bed area. You could take a painting, you could put that behind it. Now you have a nice little covered bed area. You could put a torch there. See, pretty cool. And then if you wanted to, you could put an enchantment table. I mean, like that's what's cool about these builds, right? There's literally no limit to what you could do. And we don't need to even break out that many blocks, but I'm just gonna break out however many I see fit because it's a cave build. Whatever you want to do with it is gonna be great. So, oh, well, there's the edge of it. Cool. So I'm just going to put my bookshelf. Make sure you get the corners, guys, so you can maximize or minimize the area that it takes up. I think this will be a full 30, and I know it's completely unnecessary, but I'm just going to fill in those as well. We probably want some glowstone lights in here, so let's go ahead and do the same sort of thing. Where did I take the... Okay. Let's grab the actual enchanting table. Let's make sure it's a full 30, because I'm not gonna build one of those bunk. Oh man, whoops. Well, I did build a bunk one right here. Look at that. Okay, let's just fix that. Do I have the corner? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Then it looks weird unless we do like that, and then boom. Okay. Is it a full 30? That's the great question. I already know it's gonna be like 26 or something, because oh, it's full 30. Cool. So we got the enchantment room done, and the cool part about a cave, guys, right? You could just take an anvil and you could put that right there, and then put a little stair right there, and then you could put an ender chest or whatever, you know, maybe a normal chest. I don't know why I always put ender chests in the enchantment room. I don't know. It's just a habit I have, and I'm not really sure why. But look at that. Now you got a nice little enchantment room. If you wanted to, you could even cover it up like this, something like that. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Whatever you guys want to do. Just something like that. See? Now you have a nice little enchantment room back here. You may not like that. You don't have to add it, guys. You really don't have to put anything in this build you don't want to. If you want to put a support in the middle of your build, maybe something like that, you know, just to give the illusion that your cave isn't 100% supported, then you could just build little supports like that. And see, it doesn't look bad at all. Not one bit. As far as the floor goes in here, I do want to change up the floor because having just the same, like, it gets a little monotonous, guys. Just the same thing over and over. No change. Come on. Let's add a different floor. So there's only one change in, like, floor level, and I chose to use slabs here. But again, it's not really gonna matter. You could put stairs there or whatever. But let me think of something pretty cool for the floor in here. I'm gonna go with maybe a mix. Okay, so let's do some stone brick. Let's do some, okay, let's do mossy stone bricks, normal stone bricks, and then mossy cobblestone. And all we're going to do with them is we're just going to randomize it. Okay, so I'm just going to place cobblestone just sort of wherever. You don't want to have a set pattern with that. That's the key, is to not have a set pattern, right? You don't want anything to be look like it's like man-made, but I mean obviously it's all man-made, but you want it to be as random as possible. And it's I always try to explain it when I do it, like I really don't ever know how, because it's literally just random. Like there's I cannot express this enough. There is no pattern, but you don't want to just put them like in areas of one. Like notice how sometimes I do like 3 or whatever. Well, when you're doing random stuff, chances are eventually some of them are going to end up by each other. So I feel like that's enough cobblestone. So now let's move on to the mossy stuff, the mossy cobblestone, and just do the same sort of thing here. I'm feeling a torch like right here, I think. Maybe like right there, actually. Nah, right there. Okay. So back to the mossy stuff, and again, put it in groups sometimes, but don't always put it in groups. Just try to make it as even as possible. Something like this. And it's kind of nice to have mossy, I think, in here, because it's like a, I don't know, I mean, it's a cave, right? So you'd think there'd be lots of like stuff growing in it or whatever. And okay, cool. So now let's do just normal stone brick. So keep in mind there's only gonna be one more floor block left. So when you're placing your stone brick, there should only be a few select spots left to place other blocks, and that's okay, because that's what's supposed to happen. Now hopefully these look good mixed, and most people would have world edit and they just do percentages and then do a brush or whatever, but I don't, you know, I'm old school, guys. I like to do things by hand. I'm just like that. Okay, so we've got all that filled in, and then the rest is just gonna be mossy stone brick. So like anywhere you see stone, just put mossy stone brick. And as you can see, everything's starting to come together, and it looks really cool as a floor material. This is a lot of things to use as a floor material, but you could also do it with wood, right? You can say you have spruce, jungle, and dark oak wood planks, okay? Just mix them up, put them as a floor material. Anything that's like that like varies will be easier on the eyes, right? Because it's not the same thing over and over again. And this is cool. It almost gives it sort of a dungeon-esque feel. I'm not really sure, but I like it personally. Now under the beds, I'm not gonna mess with it, but if you wanted to, you could change the material under there. But yeah, look at that. See, that looks really, really cool, I think, at least. But yeah, all right, let's add some more stuff. Okay, so I was just pausing here, taking a little break, and I saw that these, they look a little plain Jane. So let's just go ahead and put some whatever faux supports on them. I'm gonna break out the area around this one so you could even see them, but there's only 2 of them, so it's not a big deal if they're not perfect. But I don't know, I kind of like it like this. I like the floor material being a little bit different. And as you'll learn, like with these builds like this, you can really do whatever. So like we could put a log right here just to support the outside of the thing, and it's okay if it lights right there. You know, it's not really gonna matter. I'm trying to think what else we should put in here. We should definitely put a brewing area. So let's grab soul sand, let's grab nether wart, and let's get started on this. Let me just grab the rest real quick. All right, so I think I've grabbed everything, guys, we're gonna need for a brewing room. Now I'm just gonna look for a little area. I'm not gonna look for anything fancy, just somewhere to put it. And I'm thinking, I don't know, because it really doesn't matter, right? I mean, you could go freestyle like this, and you could just put it right there and do something like that. But I kind of want to go into the cave a little bit more and make it one of those like just ones that's, I don't know, maybe not. And I mean, the cool thing about a cave is you actually have that decision. So I'm just gonna break out this area right here because this looks nice next to the bedroom. Wake up to the smell of fresh nether wart and you know, whatever else you're growing in your area. I'm not really sure. Maybe some potatoes, right? Let's put this down, grab this, put it back. Okay, so we have this nice little area dug out. I think we can bring it back one more over on this layer. Cool, so let's just put some soul sand down like that, okay? Let's put some glowstone down like that. Let's go ahead and trapdoor. We'll make sure you get the ends, guys. Make sure you get the ends, okay? It's very, very important. And then on the corner block here, you can't do much, so boom, something like that. All right, so let's go ahead. Actually, instead of that, we'll take a slab. And spruce is fine. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so let's take a stair made of oak wood, and let's just go crazy on this. We could do the same sort of thing. I need that stair though, so let me grab the slab. You do the same thing on the corner. The only reason I do that is because you can't really, I mean, it's like impossible. Oh, I just, what did I take away? Water? Okay, I need that back. I need my water back. Okay, so, actually, I mean, you could put the cauldron right there, fill it with water, but, I don't know, that looks weird. And now, here, I'll put the cauldron down. Okay, grab the slab, place it, put the cauldron, okay, cool. So, I'm thinking for the cauldron, and it really doesn't matter, but we'll put the cauldron right here and we'll fill it with water, okay? The reason I have these right here is I want to do a little bit of a table, but I don't want it to extend too far out into like the world. So let's put that right there, and let's take a slab and then just put one down and then just do something like that. Okay, cool. Then you just fill those brewing stands in. You still got room to come in here and brew and stuff. And obviously you do want to transfer that floor material, so just randomly place things, but do keep in mind that you've already filled in a good majority of it, so it's not really going to matter. Just something like that. Cool. So now we got a nice little brewing area in the build. That's nice. We have enchanting, brewing. Might as well have a little bit of a farm. I'm thinking melons because, I don't know, I've always liked melons the best. I think they're the best like farm material. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite thing to farm? I like melons just because I think they're the easiest. You just go by, you break them, boom, you got stuff, right? But you know, other people may not like them, and that's fine. But I like melons. Okay, so I'm thinking right here, honestly, let's just break out like those blocks right there, right? And I'm just saying like a very small melon farm, nothing huge, guys. We'll put the water right there. We'll till this. We'll put the melons in, and then we need some light in here, obviously. So let's go ahead and grab these things. We could just put it right there, like that, and then you could take your stairs, put those in the corners. Really not gonna matter. And then eventually those will grow. Eventually, at some point in the lifetime that you have this cave house, they will grow, which is nice. So I'm just filling in everything that isn't smooth stone there. Now you can take a slab. Now, something I do not do in most of my most recent videos is like have an infinite water source. And I'm not really sure why, because you need infinite water sources for a lot of things, but I don't know, I just kind of forget them nowadays. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's because I haven't played survival Minecraft, like actually played it in a while, like played it hardcore. I mean, I'll play it a little bit with friends and stuff, but not to the extent I used to. So we'll just put 2 chests there so you can just fill your melons in. Obviously, let's just bone meal them and then see if at the end of the video they've grown. But if not, I'll have to get them for the intro video anyways. So, okay, so infinite water source. Oh, that's the easiest thing in the world. Okay, where can I put it though? Where should we put the infinite water? Right here. So let's just break out these 4 blocks. Infinite water source. Nice. And you can just put, you could put a trap door over it. You could do whatever. Just something to denote that it's a little different. So maybe a birch trap door there. Or just no trapdoor, and you can even make it 4 deep. You can make it 4 deep like this. You could come in here, and I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but let's just go ahead and line the bottom with glowstone. So it's 4 deep in here. I've broken that top block, and let's just add some double chests, right? Let's make some hidden chests under here. Maybe you want to store your super valuables under here. I'm not one to judge. Whatever you want to put in there, you can. And now look, you got some hidden chests down here. See, pretty cool, huh? All right. And I mean, honestly, you could hide it too with that, and then you could put a piston there. Ooh. Let's see if I can get a little redstone thing done. Can I? Probably not, but I can definitely try. So the piston needs to be like, the piston's gotta be like right, no. The piston's gotta be right there, okay? And it's gotta push this out. What's the easiest way you can get to the piston? Is it that block? Okay, so then you can just put this here and then grab the torch that we broke. So now look, you've got a nice little, and I don't even think you can, I don't know if you can open that chest anymore or not because of the piston. No, you can. See, look, now you have a nice little hidden chest area in your base. See, isn't that pretty sweet? No one will even know it's there. You got a nice little hidden chest. And then you can take the lever away too. I don't know why people would be in your house snooping around, but hey, I'm not one to judge. If people are in here, you gotta hide your stuff. So we are gonna need some crafting tables, right? I mean, like, you can't just not have crafting tables. And what the cool thing is, you can literally just put them like wherever. Like, you can put crafting tables in here. I don't know why you would need them in there, but I mean, it really doesn't matter. Like, they're so cheap. They're 4 pieces of any kind of wood, right? So why not go crazy with them and put them everywhere? You can even put one right there. That's definitely a more fitting spot than where I had them before. And then let's say you wanted a whole wall of crafting tables right there. You can do it. I mean, the cave base, you can really put things wherever you want. So let's take a stair here made of oak wood. Okay, so let's just put the stair right here. Let's take a pot, and then let's get a blue orchid as well. And let's taper this build off to a nice crescendo a nice loud crescendo. I don't know what the crescendo implies that it's going to get better or louder. I don't know if there's a crescendo with building, but I don't really know what else I would crescendo it with. We have an enchanting room. We don't have a mine. Oh my gosh. Dude, you're in a cave base and you don't have a mine. Neo, you need to reevaluate your entire life. Okay, I'm just going to do it right here, right? So I'm going to break these out. I'm going to break these out. I'm going to break this, boom, put this, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so typically how I do mine is I'd have a staircase going down, but I like to have a ceiling that's not touching your head, right? So like this is fine, but if it was like this, I'm not a huge fan of walking and bumping your head into that every single time, but you know, to each their own. It really doesn't matter. That's just a personal preference sort of thing, but I'd dig a staircase down to layer 12, wherever that is, although I am not going to do that on the video because, well, to be honest with you, that might get a little excessive, right? But obviously I'd have some stairs, so let's just continue with oak, and then you want to just break the material that you're using for that bottom layer right there. And look, now you've got yourself a nice way to get up and down through your mines, and extend that down, and if you want to make it look fancy, every like once in a blue moon, just add these little supports. Completely unnecessary, guys. Cannot express that enough. It is not necessary to do that, but if you want it to look as fancy as possible, which is something I like to do, then just go ahead and do that, but you don't have to. I'm just putting all these torches in here, and yeah. You could also have like random areas of chests, right? So you could take some chests and anywhere, let's say this is near layer 12, okay? You could break out these areas right here. You could put a crafting table, and you could put a bunch of furnaces, right? Like this. And then on the other side, you could break this area out, break that block out, and then take a stair made of oak wood, something you're not even gonna see. You could put that right there. You could take glowstone to line the back, and then you could just do 2 double chests like that. So you just have some nice little storage right there. And then you could break out that and put that right there. And look, now you just got a nice little chest storage area somewhere in your mine. And then if you wanted to, you know, you could put crafting tables like that, or you know, and then you could put a furnace or something. But yeah, so you just little things like that in your mine will make your life a lot easier. So there is a lot of light in this build, but we need more. So let's just go ahead and put some torches right there. There's really, I mean, like I said, there's tons and tons and tons and tons of places to put torches. There's no limit to how many torches you can have in this dang build, which is good because you need lighting underground. Otherwise, things will get a little tricky. Let me check the length of this video so far, but so far I really like the cave base, but we need to fill in areas like this right here. There's nothing here. Oh, we don't have any giant furnace areas. I remember in one of my recent videos, I literally forgot to put furnaces in it, and it's like it was a starter survival house. You know how embarrassing that is, guys? A starter survival house, and you forgot furnaces. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You're not. Come on. But yeah, let me check the length of the video real quick. And before I do that, what is this? Gotta fix that. So we are already at 27 minutes, so I think it's a good point to end this video, but I don't really know what to do with this space right here, and I think that's kind of okay. You really don't have to have something every single part of your build, but if you really want to fill the space, I'm trying to think where's kind of the middle of this space, like right there. So let's do some chests like this, okay? And make sure they connect. I don't know why you can even build them where they don't connect like that. Like what? They're right next to each other. Shouldn't they automatically connect? So I'm just going to take some stairs, and let's just go ahead and go on top of these here, and let's do 2 stairs like this, and then hopefully I can get this right. Let's do an upside down stair. Try to get the upside down stair like that, and then go ahead and do a right side up stair like this, and I think you kind of get what I'm doing here. And then we're gonna go and do an upside down like that, just to make it look like it's connected to the ceiling somewhat. I don't really know why it would be connected to the ceiling, but now you got a nice little chest area. We already had chests, but that just fills out the space a little bit more, and then you can line it up with some slabs like this, and look, now you have a nice little integrated chest area. Now obviously in your build you could organize your chests some, so you could take item frames like this, and it's kind of cool to denote things like that. Like for example, you want everyone to know that this is the enchanting area, right? So you put some enchanted books here, everyone will sort of know. And then over here, if you want it to be a mine, you take pickaxes, probably not made of diamond, you don't want to waste those there, but just something like that. And And now look, it looks like a nice little thing. I did not do an armory at all. I didn't do anything even similar to that. So let's take some armor stands. Let's put those somewhere. But what I was saying is if you wanted to organize your chests, be my guest, guys. Organizing chests is always beautiful to do in a Minecraft world. It's kind of satisfying once you finally get everything all organized. But yeah, I'm just gonna put random blocks. Sorry, I'm not gonna. Oh, that's right. Always or those always look weird. But we'll just put random blocks. Really doesn't matter. But obviously, in your world, you'd probably plan out your chest. Your chest. What would it be called? Chest organization a little bit better. You wouldn't have a TNT chest. Well, at least I don't think. You know. And if you do, hey, I'm not one to judge. I'm a pretty open person with stuff like that. You want to have a chest like that? That's perfectly fine with me. Okay, let's put the rest of these here. So diamond, iron, gold, flint. Perfect. Okay, so I said we don't have any armor stands. So armor stands are something that just look good. I don't really think. Can you put horse armor on an armor stand? That's a stupid question, but okay. let's just forget I said that. So you could put 2 armor stands right here, and you could just take leather armor, for instance, right? You don't even need anything fancy, maybe a little bit of iron, but let's not fill in both those. Let's just do one right here. All right, so you can just put these throughout your build, and aesthetically, they look pretty good, right? I mean, they're just there. They're not, you know, crazy or anything, and they're not hard to make, I don't think. I don't know how to craft one, if I'm completely honest with you guys. So I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I literally don't know how to craft one. Like, I honestly don't. I feel like that's kind of bad, you know? I feel like that's something I should know how to do at this point in my career of Minecraft. Ooh, you know what? We're going to get crazy, guys. We're going to go with some iron armor on this one. Yeah. I mean, if they're just aesthetic, you don't want to put anything fancy, like diamond armor or anything, unless you're that filthy stinking rich, in which case, bravo. Good job to you. But I still love that we have a hidden chest. Hopefully I remember that in the intro video. Like, yeah, you got a hidden chest thing in here. But yeah, let me just put a little something right here, a little something, and then maybe even if you wanted to, some vines somewhere in the build. But you don't want to. Okay, pro tip: don't put them right there, because then they're going to, and I can't make it happen, but they'll start to like fall down and they'll just look crazy. And I think they'll actually build over too. So maybe, you know what? Let's not do the vines. Let's take leaves. Okay, these are a little easier to control, I think. And I'm not really sure where you'd want to put them. But really, like anywhere in the build, I think they'd look pretty snazzy, just because it's like underground, not sort of a ruined sort of shape almost. Not the shape, but I think what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't know, just something like that. I mean, it may just make it look a little better. I'm not really sure how much I like it so far, but this is one of those things you just have to sort of build and see. With your cave, you may have, you know, more shallow ceilings, and you know, it may not look as good. But, you know, just something like that can add a little bit to the build. See? Now it looks nice, and it's like a really cool cave base, you know, just a little bit of leaves here and there, wherever. You know, it's not really going to matter. You can just put them wherever. Like that. Cool. And maybe a leaf down there. Maybe you want a little bit of leaves next to your bed. That's fine. Maybe over here they go down a little bit too. Yeah. See? I think it looks pretty snazzy, personally. But yeah, you can just sort of place your leaves wherever. It's not really super important that they're even or anything like that. But just wherever they sort of fit in your head is going to be good enough for me. Okay, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It'll help my channel out so much. It's not going to do anything crazy or anything like that, but if you want to leave a like, it'd be much appreciated. It just helps my video rank and stuff like that. It doesn't give me money. I think most people know that by now, though. You know, I don't get money every time you leave me a like or something. Although that would be cool. That would be cool. That'd be very interesting if you got money just because someone liked your video. But I don't know. But if you guys liked it, just leave a like. If we could get 500 likes for this cave base, I know it's not the typical like Neo-Cubist style tutorial where I explain everything, but if you are new to my channel, most of my tutorials are like block by block, step by step. But if you guys enjoyed this sort of video, let me know in the comments. I do want feedback, because I really gotta know, guys. Do you want to see more videos like this? Do you want to see a mix? Do you want to see these every once in a while? But just please let me know. And they didn't grow by the end, so that's okay. I put them there now. But yeah, if you're curious about the shader pack, texture pack, any of that fancy stuff is all going to be down in the description below. I just built this completely from my head, and this thing turned out amazingly, in my opinion. I think it looks really cool, but you may not, and that's okay, guys. I mean, difference of opinions, something that looks really good to someone isn't always going to look super good to someone else. But if you guys did like the way that this turned out, let me know, because I'm curious to have a little bit of feedback. And Hobo, if you are watching to this point, I don't know how you are, because I ramble a lot in my videos. Like, I literally ramble so much. And do you see what I'm doing here? Just putting some stairs here, just adding a little bit of randomized texture. It really doesn't matter if you do this, it's not necessary whatsoever, but I'm just sort of adding it as a little bonus because it kind of looks nice. But from the other side, you can't even see it. But this other side, you can't even see anyways. But yeah, if you're new to the channel and you want to see more videos like this, typically they're not like this. So if you want to see more videos that are just, I guess, somewhat similar to this, then click the subscribe button. You get notified when I upload. Yeah, shader pack, texture pack, any of that stuff's gonna be down in the description below on every single video. But yeah, thank you for sticking with me this entire time if you've watched it up until this point. If you have, bravo to you. I don't know how you have, but this build turned out really cool. So for those of you who didn't see it, well, hey, that's okay. You got to see it, they didn't, and this thing turned out awesome. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.